Hello friends. So today I'm going to talk about three ways using which you can boost blue color in the sky using Adobe Lightroom software. So the question is, why do you want to boost the blue sky? There are situations, maybe you're traveling somewhere or you click some landscapes or cityscapes or architecture like in this image, and after you have clicked you realize that you're not able to get that much dynamic range in the image or the colors like in the sky. So if you're clicking a monument in this image, when I click this image, this is actually a processed image, a final image, but in the raw image when I clicked it, the sky was not this blue, it was a bit a darker grayish tone. So I was not able to achieve blue color because of there's a limitation of some dynamic range in the camera that I was using. So in the post processing, how you can boost the blue color is actually there are three ways. I'll just take you through each one of them. So the first one is HSL settings. What HSL settings is, once you are in the develop module in the Adobe Lightroom software, from the right hand side, you'll just scroll down, just keep going down, and you'll find this but on this HSL color in BMW. So we are right now talking about the HSL settings. I'll click on HSL. HSL basically stands for hue, saturation, and luminance. Starting with hue, so as we are talking about how to boost blue color, I'll straight away over here go to the blue. So I'll show you what happens when you move the slider, the blue slider, to left or to right. So if I move it to left, you'll see, yeah. So if I move it to left, it comes to green, and similarly if I go to right, then it will go to a purplish tone. So it lets you set the slider as per your wish, what tone you want the color sky to be. Suppose maybe you want to give some artistic effect, you can make it purple or make it green. It depends upon your choice. So I'll leave it to 0 over here. Next thing in HSL is saturation. In saturation, yeah, again I'll go to blue. So saturation on the right hand side is plus, on the left hand side it's minus. So if I want to reduce the saturation of the sky, I'll go to left. If I want to increase, obviously I'll go towards the right. Suppose we want this much, so I'll leave it to plus 20. The last in HSL is luminance. Luminance is basically increasing the brightness of the particular color. So if I want to make it darker tone, I'll to make it move it towards the left. If I want to make it a bit brighter, I'll move it towards the right. So this is just to show you. If I bring it all the way to left, it becomes like this. All the way towards the right, it becomes almost white. Suppose I leave it to -9. So this is one approach which you can take to boost the blue color. There are some minuses and there are some plus. Plus, like I showed you, positive thing is that you can, with just 3 sliders, you can improve the color in your sky or the brightness, saturation, etc. within a minute or two. The minus point is, so like you will see the blue color, I was moving the blue slider. So suppose there is some blue subject in my image except for the sky, the saturation, the hue and the luminance of the same would get changed. So that is one minus point of the HSL settings. I'll just reset this. Yeah, that's that. So the second approach that you can take to enhance the blue color in the sky is over here, the graduated filter. You can see on the right, almost top right hand side, there's this graduated filter tool. So I'll select it. By default, it gives me this, as you can see the space, there are 3 lines. It is actually the gradient, the fall off. I can increase or decrease the fall off as per my what I want in the image. Suppose let's keep it here. Another thing is you can change the angle. So let me just show you. Yeah. Let me just decrease the exposure just to show you how it affects. So these three lines, the more closer I take them, the less would be the fall off. The more the gap there is between these three lines, the more would be the fall off. So it's better to have some fall off, because if I reduce this fall off, it looks like artificial kind of effect. So yeah, I'll just bring this down to somewhat around minus 14. Then you can adjust the temperature. If I want it to be blue, I'll take the temperature to around minus 20. Then you can play with highlights, shadows. So in this settings, as compared to HSL, you have more freedom to play with these things: shadows, highlights, clarity, saturation, everything. So you can, as per different situations, you can play with these settings and set your uh, however you want the sky to be. I'll just do it and I'll do done. So once it's done, I'll just show you the before and after thing. So this is what the original image was. Yeah. And this is what was made using the graduated filter tool. So this is the second approach. I don't think there's any minus. Yeah, one minus point over here is, suppose I'm making the graduated filter. I'll just show you over here. So it's also coming on the monument. So the blue, if I've increased or decreased the saturation, exposure, temperature, anything that I change is not only applied on the sky, but it is also applied everything that is included between these three lines. So that is one of the minus points that you have to consider while taking this approach to enhance the color. The third approach that you can take is basically the adjustment tool. This is a bit time consuming, but like in the case of graduated filter, what you added, whatever area you selected, everything was being applied to the whole area that was included in those three lines. Using this tool, what you can do is you can select whatever part you want uh, the saturation to be applied, and then you can take it forward. One more thing, at the bottom center you'll see there's a tab called show selected mask overlay. I'll click on it. What it does is, as you move your cursor, so it will keep on highlighting that area in the pink color. So I'll just quickly take you through it. So while I'm doing the final, right now it's just to show how it happens. To give it a final touch, obviously I'll be zooming in, and from here I'll maybe, if I want to fine tune it, I'll go here. I'll make sure that most of the sky is covered. So I'll zoom out. So how it works is, once you have selected it, just uncheck this part, and now if I whatever changes I make, you can see the area that I selected, only that part gets affected by whatever changes are being made. So be it exposure, temperature, so as you can see, highlight, shadows, so whatever change I make, it is applied on the area that is select. So this is one approach that you can take, but it's a bit time consuming, because you'll have to go zoom in and select all the area, everything that is between these pillars and everything. So that's how you can boost your color. Out of these three, my best approach is the first one, which was HSL. It's less time consuming and lets you control the colors, the saturation in the sky beautifully, considering that there is no subject that is in blue color in the frame. So that's it. Hope you guys like the video. Do subscribe to the channel and share your comments, your views in the comments.